Hello everybody, welcome to your live preview of Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Premier League. So, get your questions. Hello everybody, welcome. Get your questions at the ready for the channel. Get your questions up and ready for this live preview, and like it says on the preview show, like it says on the thumbnail, have your say. We're here to have a conversation to do with Chelsea versus Manchester United, 5:30 tomorrow from Old Trafford, where I will be doing a live watch along tomorrow of the game. So, for me, I think it's going to be a hard game for Chelsea. I think it's going to be a hard game also for Manchester United, because I might be tired because they've been run ragged by PSG in midweek. But also, Chelsea draw 0-0 away at home to Seville. So we got United are going to win 2-1. Right, you have a Chelsea shirt in your photo, and you said United are going to win 2-1. Does that make... So, if a moderator is in the chat, let me know. I've got a few things I want some people to put in the thing. Okay. Does anyone want to ask me any questions to do with the game? Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Premier League, 5:30 kickoff tomorrow, when you guys will be seeing a live watch on tomorrow. So I think it's going to be a hard game for United. It's going to be a hard game for Chelsea. And at the moment, it's unpredictable. Is the music too loud for you guys, or can you guys still hear me? For me, if you guys were to tell me what I would think the score would be at the end of Chelsea versus Manchester United tomorrow, I would not be able to give you a score. Would not be able to give you a score of what I think Man United versus Chelsea is going to be, because of games this season have been unpredictable. All this season, the games have been unpredictable, so you don't know what results are going to be from one game to the next. You have no idea what results are going to be from one game to the next. There is no idea. So, I could not give you guys an answer for what I think the score is going to be between Man United and Chelsea. It's would we have predicted that Aston Villa would go and beat Liverpool 7-2? No. Would we have predicted that West Ham would come back from 3-0 down to get a draw against Tottenham? No. This is why it's unpredictable this season. Would you also would you have seen, would this have happened, would this also would have happened about Tottenham scoring 6 at Old Trafford? Leicester City scoring 5 at the Etihad? It's all up in the air, so that's why I can't say. But if you guys want to put your questions down, who do you think is going to start for Chelsea? Okay, interestingly, if our Kepa ain't playing against Man United, thank the Lord, he's injured with a shoulder injury. So more likely we're going to have either Caballero on the bench and Edouard Mendy starting. So that's good. For me, if I were to go back, I would have Ben Chilwell on the left back role, where Marcos Alonso plays. Then on the opposite end to him, I would then go with either Reece James or Azpilicueta, because them two can play brilliant in those positions. Then in the middle, depending on who's fit, I would go, because we need him for like the big occasions, Thiago Silva. And to play in the middle of him, I could either go Rudiger or Zuma, but I'll go Zuma. Then in the middle, I would go Kante, Jorginho. Then either side, go Ziyech, Pulisic. Then up front, in front. So that would be either side of the midfielders. And then I would go three. So we'd go three up front, which would be Werner, Mount, and Havertz. So that's what I think Chelsea can go with. It's just waiting, and it's just a case of now waiting and seeing how Lampard picks the team. But for me, I would think, from what I've been hearing from fans lately, people have been saying that Lampard's been using Mount too much, overusing him. I do agree with that. You need to give the guy a little bit of rest now and then. But that's just, that is doing well for us. But I'm interested to see in a big game how Ziyech will do. And hopefully it goes well. So I'm praying that it's going to be a good game. Hoping Chelsea don't lose 4-0 again, but you shouldn't. You should not. But you shouldn't. You now got Havertz, Werner, and Ziyech. Yeah, we shouldn't. If you guys who are in the chat, I'm gonna let you know that I am doing a live watch along tomorrow for Manchester United versus Chelsea in the Premier League. So you will be having that 5:30 tomorrow, live watch along tomorrow. So, do any of you guys want to put your questions down in the chat? Because this is, if any of you guys have turned up late, this is your live preview of Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Premier League. And also, like it says on the description, like it says in the thumbnail, have your say. So, put your questions down, stuff like that. A lot of you guys should not ask for me for predictions, because I do not give predictions, because I don't want to impact in results. So, and we might be doing this for about at least an hour, so have your say in what you guys do. I think Chelsea will go for it. Coming off the back of a 0-0 with Seville, and no injuries, so that's brilliant for us. Man United are coming off the back of a 2-1 win away in Paris versus PSG. I watched a bit of the PSG game while watching Chelsea, and PSG made Man Utd work for it, so they were run right to the last. They were made to work for it. Where for us, it was a boring 0-0 game that didn't really go anywhere. It didn't do anything, and nothing really happened. So both teams cancelled each other out. If the three of you that are in the chat want to put yourself in the chat, and I'll shout you out. Hello, Fruity. Hello, Mr. Footy. And there is one other person in the chat if you want to shout out. Wow, you think it'll be 3-1 Chelsea? Interesting. I am doing a watch on tomorrow, so we'll have to wait and see. And hopefully we don't get. And just to let you know, there is rules for when I do live watch-ons now. There is rules in place. If you are mean or being racist, swearing, abusive, you will be hidden from it, so you won't be able to message in the chat, and you'll be done. This is not just for United fans, this is for Chelsea fans and everything else, because I'm starting to get I'm starting to get a Chelsea fan base going on this channel, and that's what I want to do on this channel, and I'm doing well at the moment by doing it. So, and I don't want us as Chelsea fans having a good time, all having a nice good chat, watching the game together in the United, and we're even though we're losing, but we're all enjoying each other's company, and then United fans come on tomorrow and then just say stupid stuff and ruins it for everyone and starts arguments. We don't want that. We want banter, as in have a bit of a laugh and a joke. So, do you guys put down your questions? So, you guys put your questions down in the chat and I'll answer them when I can. So, and thank you for the 4 likes in this video. I'm going to let you know there has been a selection for Chelsea to be live on Sky Sports or BT for the month of November. Basically, here we go. Chelsea versus Sheffield United on the 7th of November will be live on Sky Sports. Then on the 21st of November, Chelsea will be the early kickoff in the Premier League on the 21st of November, away to Newcastle United, live on BT Sports. Then we are live at the end of November at home versus Tottenham in the London Derby at 4:30 live on Sky Sports, with us playing Rennes either side of some Premier League games. So, we got quite a lot of games. So, Chelsea could win the league with the squad. Just needs to play Hudson-Odoi and Abraham more. Hudson-Odoi is playing. Abraham is playing. It's just the problem is we got good players in Timo Werner and Havertz who are actually playing well, and that's why Abraham's going to learn that he's going to be second fiddle to Timo Werner, and he's got to learn that. So, from the press conference that Lampard had today, Lampard was asked if the fixture still feels like a real big one. And here he comes and I'm going to tell you what he said regarding to if he feels that this game is a big game. And he goes, "It certainly does. As it should do. We played them a lot last year. They are a quality team with a quality individuals and quality organisation, and we saw that in Paris in midweek. Everything is very close in the league at the moment, so it's an opportunity to get some hard-earned points, but it will be very tough. Of course, the game against teams around us are going to, for you, are great for confidence if you can play well and get a result. But over the course of a season, there's a lot more to it. There are points you can grind out which were not so strong at last season at home, that affected our lead position. But when you come up against a big competitor, it is great to win the game. That's what he says regarding to a big fixture in Chelsea versus Manchester United. So, anyone in the chat want to have a shout out? Put your questions in the chat regarding to the game tomorrow between Chelsea and Manchester United in the Premier League. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys' questions will be for the game between Manchester United and Chelsea. This is a live preview. So if you guys want to have your say, put your questions down in the chat. And I'll answer all your questions when I can. It's going to be difficult because it looks like the newer striker that they bought, Edison Cavani, looks like he's in contention to play tomorrow. So that'll be interesting. But so anyone who's in the chat, put down in the chat what you think the team will be that Lampard will set out to start versus Manchester United tomorrow. I'd be interested to see who you guys think will be in the team to play Manchester United tomorrow. Thank you for the 5 thumbs up. I really appreciate that. So, put down in the chat what you guys think the score's going to... Oh, put down your lineup. I'll put something in the chat for you. If you guys also want to join Discord, and have your say, So that's for you guys who want to join the Discord server. Click it up on top. It's on top of your screen, and you guys can join the Discord server. Chelsea versus Manchester United, where you guys can get involved. So, if you guys want to join the Discord server, we are going to be live until about 9 o'clock UK time. So no less than about half an hour to go. If you guys want to get involved, get your stuff at the ready. And I will answer you. I'll answer your questions. And it'll be a good one at that. You guys want to put any questions down in the chat? Just going to check on the score at the moment. It is Arbroath 0, Hearts 0 in the Scottish Championship, and Aston Villa 0, Leeds United 0 in the Premier League Friday night game. And in the Championship, it is Nottingham Forest 0, Derby County 1. So, hello everyone. Anybody you guys want to put down in the chat? Any of you guys put your name in the chat, I will shout you out. Put your name in the chat and I will shout you out. And also, put your questions down in the chat for tomorrow's game between Manchester United and Chelsea in the Premier League. Put your questions down in the chat to do with tomorrow's game, and I will answer all your questions when I can. So put your questions down and I'll answer them when I can. So far, we've had interesting questions, but we're just going to see what you guys think at the moment. So, if you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget the bell notification. Don't forget it. When you hit the bell notification, don't forget to post so you get updates on when I do stuff like this that I will be doing before every Chelsea game this season if I can. And also when I do vlogs, when I do lyric videos, when I do watch alongs, when I put polls out, hit the bell notification. Don't forget to hit the posts And then you get behind the scenes content on the channel. You get to see stuff behind the scenes. This is your live preview of Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Premier League. With 3 points at stake, Manchester United in the bottom half of the table. Chelsea could go in to the top 4, top 5. We could go into the top 4 if we can win and results go our way. So, guys, put your questions down in the chat for tomorrow's game between Chelsea and Manchester United. So put your answers down here. The reason I'm not talking about the game because I've done my bit. If you hear it earlier, you might know that I think we could win the game, but it's unpredictable of what I think the game's going to go, because it's unpredictable this season and how games are going. Because like Liverpool lost 7-2 to Aston Villa. Man City lost 5-2 to Leicester City. Man United lost 6-1 to Spurs. West Ham came from 3-0 down to draw 3-0. Chelsea Southampton last weekend was 3-0. It was unpredictable. These games are unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen game from game. So if you guys put down in the chat what you guys want to give, put down your questions. I might do this for a little bit longer and then we might be ending here because I only want to do a short live preview today. So you guys, the viewers, this is your chance to have a say and that'll be for you guys to tell me, to ask questions about tomorrow's game between Chelsea and Man United. Put down in the chat your questions about tomorrow's game and I'll answer your questions. Just need you to put stuff in the chat and we can have a nice good conversation. So, thank you for the 5 thumbs up. I highly appreciate it. I will not put a prediction down for Chelsea versus Manchester United, because if I do, I am more than likely going to jinx the result, because I hate saying predictions for Chelsea games because I always seem to come out wrong for me. So, you guys want to put your questions in? So, if you guys like this stream, don't forget the thumbs up button, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, don't forget the posts. As well, when you hit the bell notification, don't forget to post, so you get all behind the scenes, and you get an update on when I will be doing the live watch along. I'll be putting a poll out sometime tonight for you guys to vote on who you think will win between Man United and Chelsea. So that'll be coming out sometime tonight. And all that jazz. So put your questions in the chat, boys. And if you don't, I will be finishing soon. So, I'm considering maybe finishing doing the live preview today, because I don't want it to go on for too long. I want it to be a real, like, half an hour short video. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live preview of Chelsea versus Manchester United in the Premier League. I will be doing a live watch on tomorrow at 5:30 for Chelsea versus Man United in the Premier League. So stay tuned for updates on that. Like, subscribe. Don't forget the bell notification. Don't forget to post. Don't forget to hit post when you hit the bell notification as well. So you get behind the scenes on posts, vlogs, content, polls, and just behind the scenes in general on what happens on the channel. Like, subscribe, comment on the Chels. Let's get 3 points tomorrow. Let's get the win. Let's go up the table. Up you Blues. Blue is the colour. Hashtag blue is the colour. And peace.